Testing, 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 testing.
Yep, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grafton High School. Tonight, it's the Grafton Gators taking on the Westborough Rangers under the Friday Night Lights. We apologize for the delayed start, but we are here inside the broadcast booth at Grafton High School. I'm Ben Clements alongside Connor Power tonight. Connor 7-7 between the Rangers and the Gators so far. It's been an evenly fought contest. 1:22 left to go in this first quarter. Again, we apologize for the stream issues. But as it stands right now, it is Westborough with the ball on their own 30, first down and 15 to pass to the right. Caught in a tackle made by the nearby Gator. Connor, what have you seen from this game so far?
Ben, a lot of offense, not a lot of offense, great defense. Coming to the end of the first quarter, the Gators and the Rangers have both scored once. Nick Jordan, really good, very fast. He got to the outside very quickly. But for the Rangers, Zavante Walker, the junior, got to the outside on the left and got in.
Rangers complete a pass just shy of the 50-yard line. It's good enough for a first down. They move the chains and the clock ticks down as we approach the end of this first quarter. Again, 7-7 between the two sides. We apologize for the delayed start. We're live here from Grafton High School. 7-7 between the Gators and the Rangers. And looks like the teams are just going to run the clock out, and it's going to be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter after the break. And we're back with the second quarter. Thanks for joining us here live on the GHN official YouTube channel. 7-7 between the two teams at the end of the first quarter. Of course, a new season of football here at the high school. The Gators coming into this one, they sit at 2-2. Meanwhile, Westborough, they haven't won a game yet. 0-4 is their record. This is an important game. Total grand scheme of this contest. All the contests throughout the year that the Gators are playing. Here we go. Second down and 11 for Westborough. Quarterback rolling out to his left, firing and complete.
That's Aiden Cashman, the junior, pulling it in for the Westborough Rangers. And it's going to be just shy of the first down. Going to bring up a third down short. Noah Pierre-Lewis, the senior captain, under center tonight for the Westborough Rangers. Here is a big third down and 3 for the Rangers. What can they do with it? Pierre-Lewis in the pistol formation, got 2 receivers to his right on third down and 3 at the 44-yard line. Ball is snapped. Pierre-Lewis going to rush it himself. He's got enough for the first down. Finally brought down by a bunch of Gators, but nevertheless, first down to 10 Westborough. They move the chains as the clock stops. A little bit of a delay. Rangers getting rallied on by the opposition fans who have made the short trip down the road to Grafton High School tonight. These two schools very close to each other. They don't see a lot of each other on the football field often. Here's a first down and 10 for Westborough on Grafton's 43. It's a pitch out to the left. The run is taken up the middle by Ryan Ferricchia, Jr. Ferricchia, a big part of this Westborough Rangers offensive attack. We had less than 10 minutes to play in this first half, 7-7 between the Grafton Gators and the Westborough Rangers. Here from Grafton High School, Ben Clements alongside Connor Power. It's a second down and 3 with 9.5 minutes left to go in the first half. It's a pitch yet again to Ferricchia. This time he's caught up in the backfield. A bunch of Gators going to bring him down for a loss.
Ben, based off this season, the Gators started 0-2, but have really bounced back in these past 2 weeks. Ryan Davis, the kicker, junior, number 7, hit a game-winning field goal against Tantascwa 2 weeks ago. And then last week against
You're right, Ryan Davis.
last week against Shrewsbury, they won 24-7 and really bounced back within these past 2 weeks.
Here's a throw across the middle, wide open man, touchdown Westborough Rangers. It's a goal from Noah Pierre-Lewis. The Rangers go to score. What a moment for the visitors. And there was nobody for the Gators picking him up. He walked into the end zone. Talk about Ryan Davis just a minute before car. Now Westborough will send out their kicker to try and tack on the PAT here.
He missed a field goal earlier, but can bounce back here.
That one is indeed up and true. Westborough taking a 14-7 lead.
Looks like there's roughing the kicker on the play.
The late flag did come in there. Good point, Connor. Looks like they're going to wave it off now.
Oh.
So 8:45 left to play in this first half. The Grafton Gators trailing 7-14 through the Rangers. And that really was a bullet by Noah Pierre-Lewis of the Rangers there. Found his man. More coverage from the Grafton Gators. Like to see them do better. They've already given up 2 scores this evening against a team that doesn't have a win yet. Westborough really pushing here early on from Grafton. Rangers kick it off. They'll take a bounce, and Gators will let it run out of bounds. Flag comes up.
Ben, I think two players to really watch on this Grafton offense is senior captain Zealand Youngblood, the running back, who has last game had 248 total yards and a touchdown. But the quarterback, Sean Griffin, can also play a big role in this game if he can throw it.
Well, two big players that you bring up there. We haven't got a chance to talk about him yet. Zealand Youngblood, he is really taken over in the backfield for the Gators team. We're going to talk about him a lot as this game progresses, but he had a huge game last week against Shrewsbury, monster game. He's really filling the shoes of Finn Gilmore, who's now playing college.
Yup. I mean, he's just extremely fast and very explosive up the middle. If you don't get him down within the first couple of seconds, will be gone for a touchdown. Ryan Davis with the kick, and it is good.
I'm back here at Grafton High School, where the Gators have tied it up. Zealand Youngblood with a massive run. It's 14-14 now, with 8.5 left in this first half. Back and forth scoring between these sides right now, Connor. It's been an exciting watch up to this point. Again, we do apologize for some of the audio issues we're experiencing. 8.5 left to go in this first half. Both teams trading scores on their previous possessions. First down and 10 for Westborough from their own 42. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Rangers. We'll step aside with 8:29 left to go in this first half. Back at Grafton High School, following a timeout on the field by Westborough. There's 8:29 left to go in this first half. Tied at 14 apiece between the Rangers and Grafton in this mid-watch football battle. The Gators coming into it 2-2 on a 2-game win streak. Westborough 0-4 up to this point. There's a low snap. It's fumbled by the quarterback. Gators are going to bring down Ryan Ferrecchia in the backfield for a massive loss. Huge error by Westborough coming out of that timeout. Rangers are going to be backed up significantly. It's going to be second down and about 16-ish is what the clock reads right now. What we've seen from Westborough so far is they're really keen to give the ball to Ryan Ferecki in the backfield. But we did see Noah Pierre-Lewis's arm on that touchdown throw on their previous possession. We know this kid has an arm for sure. Second down and 16. Westborough backed up to their own 35 in the pistol formation. Two receivers to either side. Play action. Shot comes to the near sideline, and it was nearly picked out by the Gators, but that pass was dropped.
Will Jackson with the an interception. Oh, Will Jackson almost picked that off. It is going to be 3rd and 16, I think.
Clock stopped at 7:37. Grafton crowd starts to get a little louder, but like we mentioned, there are a ton of Westborough fans here too. These teams are pretty close to each other geographically. 3rd down and 16 for Westborough. And really, Noah Pierre-Lewis, the quarterback, is lucky to have not seen that last ball picked off by Will Jackson, like you said, Connor. 3rd down and 16. Looking to throw is Pierre-Lewis. This one is picked off! It's intercepted, and he's gonna go all the way! It's a pick six!
He gets his redemption from that dropped interception, and he takes it back for 6.
It's Will Jackson. We talked about how just a play previously, he dropped the ball. He had a chance to pick it off. He dropped it, but this time, he made no mistake. He snags it out of the air, and he brings it all the way to the house. And just like that, Grafton going up. A touchdown. Incredible series of events here from the high school. What an exciting back and forth high school football game we have here going on. Ryan Davis drills the PAC per usual, and it's 21-14 to the Gators with 7:27 left to go in this first half. Ryan will kick off. Ryan Davis will kick off for Grafton. 7:27 left to go in this first half. Just a crazy series of events here from Grafton High School. A little bit of a delay on the kickoff here, but now Davis is set to send it deep for Grafton. Gators in their black jerseys tonight. Westborough in their whites. And that's a big tackle by the Gators near the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for Westborough. They're all the way on their own 22. They are looking to get some momentum going again because, yikes, some rough throws from Noah Pierre-Lewis, the quarterback. After finding the back of the end zone on a pretty nice spiral ball previous possession, they'll start this drive with a handoff, taken out to the right and tackled for a minimal gain, if any.
Ben, I really think Westborough has to prioritize the run based off the success they've had already. I know they had a touchdown earlier, but then he threw the interception. His confidence might be low, but if they prioritize the run, he could definitely bring this, the running back can definitely bring this team back.
Oh yeah, it's really been a mixed bag of reactions from Noah Pierre-Lewis. We saw the touchdown ball, like you said, but some really shaky throws on the previous possession. Maybe they'll opt to stick with Ryan Ferecki in the backfield. Here's the second down and 8 snap. Gators putting some pressure on. Here, Lewis able to escape and scramble. He's got a first down before he's finally dragged out of bounds past the 35-yard line. Quarterback using his own feet there to make up some yards for Westborough. That's an option too. You got a mobile quarterback, why not use him? Bit of a delayed stoppage here. Westborough with the clock stopped at 6:33. And here they are ready to take the snap. First down and 10. 3 receivers to the left. And the fumble is... The quarterback misdealt with that one. Yikes. Another error from Noah Pierre-Lewis. Mishandled that snap. Let it go right through his fingers. He is struggling right now. Second down and long for the Rangers. We hit less than 6 minutes to go in this first half. Second and 15, yet again, 3 receivers to the left of Pierre-Lewis, 1 to the right. Stepping back to throw is Pierre-Lewis. He fires across the middle of the field and he does find his man. It's Jack Wallace, the junior, hauling it in. Not too much of a significant gain, though.
Caden Burns on the tackle.
Third down and 11 on the cards for Westborough. Down a score are the Rangers, 21-14. It was the pick 6 by Will Jackson that propelled the Gators into the lead. That was on the previous possession. Westborough trying to regain some ground after the error. Third down and 11. Pierre-Lewis looking to throw. Scrambling out to his right. And he is nearly brought down. He is brought down. It's a sack deep in the backfield for the Gators. A significant loss, and that is going to force the Rangers to punt it away. The Gators broke right through there. Pierre-Lewis tried to escape, scrambling out to his right, but nothing he could do, and the Rangers are going to have to punt it away here. That'll give Grafton another chance towards the end of this first half to make something happen. Punt is up and away from Westborough. It's not a particularly good one, but it does get a kind bounce. And that'll travel all the way to the 45-yard line of Grafton. And back onto the field comes this Gators offense, led by offensive coordinator Coach Richard Paquin. Last time out, it was Zealand Youngblood taking the very first snap of the drive all the way to the end zone for a massive rushing touchdown. He is averaging over 150 rushing yards per game at this point in the season. That is incredible from the senior captain.
Ben, I really think they should keep using Zealand Youngblood in the backfield. He has been phenomenal.
Screen pass out to the right. It is caught by Youngblood himself. He's going to get some extra yards. He is going. He's got well more than the first down. He's all the way down to Westborough's 30-yard line. Right on cue again, Connor. Zealand Youngblood is the go-to guy in this Grafton offense. That is very clear. He can run the ball. He can catch it. He can do everything realistically. And how can I say it? It just reminds me so much of Finn Gilmore, the guy we saw in the Gators backfield last year. Youngblood had the chance to learn under Gilmore. And now it's just him in that backfield, and he's really thriving. First down and 10. He lost the ball. Ball is out. What an unbelievable series of events. This game is back and forth. Westborough has the ball. As I'm talking about Youngblood, he fumbles it. Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication between him and the quarterback, Griffin. Westborough is taking over, and this game is unbelievable.
Ben, I really think Westborough needs to capitalize off this before going into halftime. There's 3 minutes and 42 seconds left. If they don't score here, this could end badly.
Well, realistically, they're catching a huge break. Youngblood does not fumble the ball often. He did there, though. and it could be costly for this Grafton team, giving the visitors a chance to put some more points on the scoreboard before the end of the first half. First down and 10 for Westborough on their own 38. With a pitch to the right. It's a trick play. The ball's thrown downfield. The Gators were completely caught off guard. Zavante Walker was wide open. Sam Bast, I believe it was, taking the pitch, trying to find Walker downfield. The pass was too short, probably what you'd expect to see from a running back, but the Gators catch a break. This is sloppy football right now. No doubt about that.
I mean, Ben, they had the right idea, just very, very poor execution. Just very short. Short about, I would say, 5 to 10 yards.
The kind of trick plays you see in the NFL nowadays. That one doesn't work out for the Rangers. They'll bring up second down and 10. There's the snap. Play action as Pierre Lewis rolls out to his right. He fires and it completes to the far sideline. First down, Westborough. Eden Cashman, the junior, bringing the ball in for the Rangers, moving the chains as this first half ticks down. 3:25 left on the clock here. Just a crazy action-packed second quarter this has been. We've seen a pick six, we've seen a fumble, we've seen a long touchdown pass, we've seen a long touchdown run, we've seen everything. First down and 10. More play action. This time, Pierre Lewis is caught up in the backfield and brought down for a sack. Few times tonight we've seen that Gators defensive line really explode and attack Pierre Lewis. This time it brings up second down and 16. 3 minutes to go in this first half as the clock runs. Pierre Lewis tried to escape that one, he just couldn't. Here he is on second down and 16 with two receivers to his right, three to his left. Empty backfield, snap comes. Pierre Lewis rolling out to his right. Again, he's caught up by some Gators. He fires downfield, but that one is out of bounds and incomplete. Third down coming up for the visitors. And with 2:39 left in the second quarter here on third down and long, the Gators are going to get a chance to get the ball back. Maybe a redemption opportunity for Zealand Youngblood, who fumbled on that previous drive. Here is the third down. Clock stopped at 2:39. Yet again, Pierre Lewis is looking to throw downfield, and yet again, the Gators pressure comes. Pierre Lewis is yet again caught up. A host of Gators bringing him down for another sack. This has been disappointing from Westborough's offensive line. They've been unable to stop this Gators blitz.
Yeah, just like you said, Ben, the blitz from the Grafton Gators has been phenomenal. Each of them, I feel like, have gotten a sack this drive.
Yeah, I believe that's their third sack that they've wrapped up, at least in this quarter. Westborough going to be forced to punt the ball again. Less than 2 minutes to play. Two Gators drop back deep to receive. This is a better punt, spiraling towards the 30-yard line. It's let run once. It'll be picked up and brought up towards this near sideline. A couple of tackles are broken. Here go the Gators across half field. Could he go all the way? Could he go all the way? Yes, he could. Across the 15-yard line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Punt return touchdown for the sophomore Nick Jordan. Unbelievable.
Like I was saying earlier, Ben, the running backs have really been outstanding. Nick Jordan, the sophomore, just took it probably around 80 yards to the house.
Oh yeah, 80 yards for sure.
I mean, his speed has been one of the key components of his game this year.
As Ryan Davis is on to the PAT, he converts it. It's so interesting because Nick Jordan, we talk about a guy who wasn't really involved in this team at all last year. And granted, that makes sense. He's a freshman. There's a ton of seniors. But this year, he kind of steps up into that RB2 role behind Zealand Youngblood. We saw his speed there. You couldn't see it at home, or you could hear us telling you about it. It was lightning quick. He's darting from one angle to the field to the other. He's cutting out. He's cutting back in. He crosses the 50, and then from there on, he's in. Unbelievable from the sophomore. Not the kind of thing you typically see from a sophomore in high school football, but Nick Jordan getting it done and putting the Gators up 28-14. We're up 2 scores as we approach the break, and that could be huge for this team.
I mean, Ben, you can only imagine what's going to happen next year when he is a junior and Zealand Youngblood is off to college. He will most likely be the main key point of this offense.
Well, it's a really good point, Connor, because this Gator team is going to lose the few receiving options they have as well. Them being seniors, Jonathan Fultz, Aiden Wheeler, a few names that they will lose next year. Hayden Burns. So Nick Jordan, like you say, he could be a huge part, if not the part, of this Grafton offense next season as Ryan Davis kicks the ball off to Westborough. Here comes the return through the middle. That'll be Rivera returning the ball for Westborough. 1:24 left to play in this first half. The Westborough offense comes back onto the field.
I mean, Ben, real unfortunate for Jonathan Fultz. He had a knee injury and is now out for the season.
Yeah, that's really destructive for this Grafton team. I mean, Jonathan Fultz, such a huge part of the few receivers they have. With him out, definitely that passing game is going to be hurt. First down and 10, Westborough in the shotgun. Pass is completed to the near side and then taken in by Liam O'Dowd, senior receiver for Westborough. Got about 5 yards or so on the reception. The clock is running. Westborough going hurry up here as the half comes to an end. Yet again, Pierre Lewis looking to throw. This time, he is brought down. A flag does come in from that far sideline, though. And I believe that's probably going to be against the Gators, but let's see. Nevertheless, that Grafton defensive line really breaking through. Waiting on the call from the official here. So it's a face mask called against Grafton, and that is going to hurt them quite a bit. Westborough moving all the way up to inside Gators territory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Clock running. Can Westborough get some points before the end of this first half? Here Lewis across the middle. Pass is complete. He's got some bonus yards. Breaking down the field for Westborough. That is Zavante Walker, the junior. Big reception. Cool, calm, composed completion by Noah Pierre Lewis, the Westborough quarterback. And now the Rangers go quickly. 37.8 seconds left in this half. Here comes the Grafton blitz again. Another flag is out. And it's probably going to go against the Gators, I'd have to think here, Connor.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like a horse collar from here, but I don't know yet. But Ben, I really want to talk about how this drive specifically, the Westborough Rangers have been really able to piece together some throwing options, such as number 20.
Liam O'Dowd, number 20, yeah.
Yep. He's been really important this drive, and I think with 27 seconds left, if they play this correctly, they can definitely go into half only down 7.
Well, they're getting significantly helped by these penalties from Grafton. But the clock is running, and it's going to force Westborough to call a timeout, I believe. Head coach Joe Beveridge going to call the timeout with 22.6 seconds left to go in this first half. Grafton with some silly penalties. And that has pushed Westborough into dangerous scoring position in the final ticks of the first half. But Connor, with 22 seconds left to go in the second quarter, what do you think about the game so far? I think it's been really exciting.
I mean, this has been a great game. Especially just all the explosive plays have been really, really entertaining. The kick return from Nick Jordan.
Incredible.
What was it? A screen pass to Zealand Youngblood that he took to the house?
Yeah, no, I think that was actually a handoff that Youngblood just
handoff.
exploded right through, and he brought that one a significant amount of yards. Definitely a 50-plus yard touchdown from the senior running back. But yeah, like you said, there's been a lot of explosive players, not a lot of good tackling, to be honest.
No, I'm going to agree with you there, Ben. Not a lot of clean, good tackling. There's been a lot of penalties on specifically the Gators. Really just, I think after halftime, they really got to settle down on penalties and learn from their mistakes so far.
I agree for sure. Here comes Westborough. Back out of the timeout. 22.6 seconds left in the first half. 3 receivers to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Pierre Lewis has got a running back on his left hip. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Pierre Lewis looking to throw. Firing across the middle. He could not find Aiden Cashman. That pass just a little bit too low. Cashman was in the end zone. I'd say he was open. Pierre Lewis just couldn't get it to him. They'll have another chance though now. 17.7 seconds is what the clock reads. 2nd down and 10. At this point, if you don't get into the end zone, you probably got to call a quick timeout and then either go for one last shot at the end zone or try and kick a field goal. But no, not every team has a Ryan Davis that can kick field goals, so that's something definitely to keep an eye on. 2nd down and 10 for the Rangers. Jack Wallace in the backfield this time. 2 receivers to the left, none to the right. It's a handoff. That's Ryan Ferecchia, excuse me. He was in the backfield. He takes it down for a minimal gain. Now with 3rd down, 10 seconds left. Westborough is able to call their final timeout of the half. Like I mentioned, Joe Beveridge now used all 3 of his timeouts. So here's the point where you got to make a decision. Do you take a shot at the end zone? Do you try and get something, or do you kick a field goal? Do you take a quick shot at the end zone? Do you really gamble and run the ball here? There are a lot of options you can go with.
I really think you take a shot at the end zone here, Ben, just solely because even if you don't complete it, you still have one more on 4th to then kick a field goal or try once more. There's only 10.5 seconds left. You really can't run the ball since there's no more timeouts. But,
I would definitely agree.
That's always an option.
Be really interesting to see what Coach Beveridge does draw up here. A score here could really be the difference between the Gators breaking this game open in the second half and Westborough kind of finding their way back into the game. And what a first half of football we have had here at Grafton High School. We thank you for joining us. Ben Clements alongside Connor Power. 28-14, Grafton leading. Here is the pivotal 3rd down and 10 for Westborough. With just 10 seconds left to go in the first half. There's 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snap comes. Pierre Lewis looking across the middle. He's got his man. Touchdown, Rangers. And he was wide open in the end zone. The Gators just could not pick him up. What a big score for this Westborough side. So much scoring in this first half, so much offense. That was the 7th touchdown we've seen. Incredible, truly. The PAT is up. It is good.
I mean, going into the half, only down 7, this game is still in reach.
Oh, yeah, and we've seen plays that have just broke the game wide open. We saw that kick return. Westborough's made some really solid completions down the field. The passing game has really been rejuvenated after Pierre Lewis threw that pick 6.
I mean, with 7 seconds left, Ben, really anything can happen here. We've seen way too many explosive plays to really count anything out.
That's right. I mean, that's a great point you bring up. The Gators have already brought a punt back to the house. How about a kick return touchdown to end the half? Man, that would really cap off this fantastic first half of football. So with 7 seconds left in this first half, the ball will be kicked deep here by Westborough. It's an onside kick, and they probably don't want the Gators to, bring the ball back for a touchdown, so probably a smart move realistically. Grafton is able to recover that onside kick. Westborough didn't even really try and get it. So now 5.7 seconds left. The Grafton offense coming on to the field. I mean, hey, you got enough time to try something here, I guess.
Yeah. I just want to go back to that kickoff. Really, really scary point. The Gators bobbled the football twice before fully getting on top of it. Luckily, the Rangers did not try to go get that ball and just wanted to waste some time.
Here's the final snap to end the first half. Griffin rolling out to his right. It's a solid completion. No, it's dropped. Really good rollout to his right by Sean Griffin, the quarterback. There is still time left on the clock, just half a second. It was dropped by Jacob Lupien, the junior. He would have liked to hold that one in. It really just bobbled right out of his hands. Half a second left here. Let's see what Coach Paquin draws up. They're going for it. I love this. I love this. They're trying to get points on the board. That's what football's all about. But here will be the final snap of the first half. Gators in the pistol formation. It's a toss to Youngblood. He is brought down, and that is the end of the first half. Grafton and Westborough playing an absolute thriller here from Grafton High School. It's 28-21. Gators leading by a touchdown at the half. Stay tuned. We will have the late radio broadcast of the second half coming up. Thanks for joining us tonight live on the GHN official YouTube channel. Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside Grafton High School, where we have an absolute Friday Night Lights thriller. It's the Grafton Gators up 28-21 over the visiting Westborough Rangers. Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to this live radio broadcast on the GHN official YouTube channel. Ben Clements alongside Connor Power this evening. Connor, what an exciting first half of football. We saw 7 touchdowns, and now the Gators are kicking off to start this second half. Should be another exciting half of football. 24 minutes to play in this one. Who will come out on top? That is the question. Ryan Davis gets us underway with his kickoff, and here we go. Westborough bringing it up across the middle and tackled near the 20-yard line.
Ben, let's see if this Grafton Gators defensive line can really stay the same as the first half. They were phenomenal. About 3 sacks alone in the second quarter. The offense, just as good. Zealand Youngblood, very explosive. Same with Nick Jordan. They can really turn this game upside down with how they've been playing.
Well, we definitely saw some pressure to the quarterback from the Gators in the first half. Can they keep it up here in the second half? First pass of the half is dropped. Zavante Walker lets it go right through his hands. We have seen a lot of drop balls tonight from both teams. That one, a screen pass out to Pierre Lewis's right. And Walker really should have brought that one in. Similar to how Lupien probably should have caught the ball towards the end of the first half for Grafton. Here we go, second down and 10, 11:49 left to go in this third quarter, excuse me. It's a handoff. And going nowhere, wrapped up in the backfield. Third down for Westborough. They have not been able to get anything going so far in this second half offensively. Let's see if Pierre Lewis looks to throw here. He's got 3 receivers to his right. He's rolling out to his right. Here comes the pressure from the Gators. A long ball aired down the field. That one is just bouncing out of the hands of Walker. Just slightly overthrown. The junior receiver for Westborough couldn't quite come down with it. Westborough gonna have to punt again, but the Gators getting lucky again. Their coverage hasn't been super tight. If that ball had been a little better placed, Walker could have been in the end zone, tying this game up.
I mean, Ben, that could have been really dangerous for this Gators defense. Luckily, he did not hold on to that when he came down with it. But if he did call that, that would have been a spectacular catch.
You'd probably like to see them tighten up their coverage on the defensive side of the ball just a little bit more. Of course, not too much you can do. As that ball is snapped on the punt way too high. The punter has to scramble backwards. He is able to get a punt off, but it's a shallow punt. Westborough with some crazy mistakes in this game. The long snapper sends the ball right over the head of the punter, who I believe is Jack Wallace. Wallace does a good job to recover and get the ball off of his foot. The ball actually ends up rolling a little bit on the ground. The punt pins the Gators at their own 40-yard line. Westborough avoiding really a crisis to start this second half, but it just continues to the theme of what we have seen tonight, which is just sloppy high school football from both sides. Can the Gators kind of rein it in here on their first drive of the second half?
Yeah, Ben, the Gators really need to capitalize off this drive. Very, very huge mistakes from this Westborough team. I really think that if the Gators can capitalize, they can really take this game and seal it.
Zealand Youngblood gets the handoff on first down. He is dropped in the backfield for a significant loss. Sometimes Youngblood breaks through. Other times, the Rangers are able to really stop him in the backfield. Second down and 12. About 2 minutes into this third quarter. Grafton, 28. Westborough, 21. Be Griffin in the shotgun this time with motion coming across from the right. It's a give on the sweep. Nothing going for the Gators. Big tackle in the backfield by Ben Wickline for Westborough. And that brings up third down for the Gators. Third down and long here. You'd imagine the Gators would go to the arm of Sean Griffin. He had a good game last week against Shrewsbury.
Ben, speaking of Sean Griffin last week went for 14 from 19 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns.
This time he pitches the ball out to his left. Zealand Youngblood is tackled far short of the first down. That Rangers defense really excited to force the Gators into a 3-and-out. He was fantastic at Shrewsbury last week, Connor, like you said. He was really throwing the ball a lot. He's really been given the freedom to throw this year. It's something we didn't see too much out of him last season. But he's a very talented quarterback with a great arm. Doesn't use it on this drive, though. The Gators go 3-and-out. 3 rushing attempts, accumulating to 0 yards. And they will have to punt it away as this ball soars high up in the air off the punt. It'll dribble out of bounds near Westborough's 30-yard line with 8:18 left to go in this third quarter. So both teams trading a drive to start this second half.
Give a big round of applause for the Westborough and Grafton cheerleaders.
Westborough, their offense back out on the field for first down and 10. First play is a pitch to the left side. Ryan Ferrecchia, again, not going anywhere as the Gators defense was all over that one. Ferrecchia, like we mentioned, the go-to guy in that Westborough backfield, their RB1 for sure. Gators bring him down on that occasion for a 1-yard loss. Looking down at 11. Here Lewis takes the snap. Screen pass to his right, hauled in by Zavante Walker. He's got a few extra yards after the reception. Finally brought down by a host of Gators.
Ben, I think a really key player in this second half for the Gators defense could be sophomore Nick Jordan, who had the amazing punt return earlier. I think he can be a really important piece on this defense at safety.
Well, he's an important piece for the Gators on both sides of the ball, right? Even all 3 dimensions of the game, like you said. That punt return touchdown in the first half, he's really showing his versatility. Of course, this is first year really being heavily involved with the varsity program. The third down for Westborough. Third down and short. They're going to give it to their fullback who powers through. First down for the Rangers. Grafton unable to get the stop there. Like the play call from head coach Joe Beveridge for the Rangers. Doing just enough to move the chains. First down and 10 for the Rangers as we hit 6:25 left to go in this third quarter. Neither team has been able to get the offensive side of the ball going in this half up to this point. But can Westborough get something done? First down and 10 from their own 45-yard line. That's a handoff given to Ryan Ferrecchia. Not much of a gain there. I've seen the Rangers really struggle to break through that Grafton defense with their running game. 2nd down and 8. Pistol formation. It's a give to the fullback yet again for Westborough. He's not going to really get much. And a pile of Gators pushing him backwards. 3rd down coming up for Westborough. They were able to convert that last 3rd down. Can they get this one? It's going to be 3rd down and 5 with 5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. What will the Rangers go for here? Clock ticking. They're in no rush here. You want to get the play call right. This is a big 3rd down. Noah Pierre-Lewis has a running back directly behind him. Play action. Pierre-Lewis looking down the field. It's a perfect spiral, but it's nowhere near Zavante Walker, and it was nearly picked off.
Yeah, the safety, Nick Jordan, as we were talking about earlier, made a big play here to deflect that pass. That could have been really bad for this Gators defense if he wasn't there.
He gets his hand on it, swats it away, but nevertheless, not a perfectly thrown ball by Noah Pierre-Lewis. Now Westborough, they will have to punt. Kind of ironic here. We saw so much offense in that first half, but so far, to start this 3rd quarter, it's been defense on top. Clock stopped at 4:41 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Let's check out the snap this time from Westborough. It's much better. That punt drops it around the 15. It's picked up by Nick Jordan. Here he goes again. He finds a hole. Nick Jordan's going. He's past the 50. Nick Jordan going down the near sideline before he's finally tackled close to the 20-yard line of Westborough. Another massive punt return by the sophomore.
I mean, Ben, like we've been saying all game, Nick Jordan will be this X factor on this team.
And you just love to see it from the sophomore. Connor, he's not the biggest, right? He's a small guy, but he's got the heart and he's got grit. He's definitely got speed. There's no doubt about that. He works his way down the field beautifully on that previous play. But now it seems to be getting called back, and this is a disaster for Grafton. Wow. So it is getting called back. A flag that wasn't seen. Nick Jordan himself didn't see it. These penalties for Grafton, they are really hurting them, and that one backs them up almost 80 yards.
Yeah, Nick Jordan's punt return just wiped off the board. One silly mistake.
Too many silly mistakes from this young Grafton team so far tonight. They have the ball at their own 34 instead of Westborough's 20. Zealand Youngblood's going to do something about that, though. He's got enough for the 1st down and more. He rumbles all the way down to the 50-yard line for a 16-yard carry.
I mean, Zealand Youngblood is a very physical player. He just dropped his shoulder there into the Westborough Ranger. Great play for about 15 yards.
It's a really nice mix of running backs that they have there. In their backfield, you got Youngblood, who's the power back. He's experienced. And then you got Nick Jordan, the young, shifty, speedy guy. It's a pretty good running back room, dare I say. Play action. Griffin rolling out to his right, firing and completing downfield, enough for the 1st down. Really composed play from the quarterback, Sean Griffin. On the play action, he completes the field nicely down. He completes the ball nicely downfield. Excuse me there. Gators seem to be rolling a little bit after getting backed up significantly by that penalty on the punt return.
Great pass to the junior Aiden Wheeler. Very physical player. He can be a very good receiver next year, and even this year. He's been playing out of his mind.
He's got some serious height on him, the tight end Wheeler. And like you say, only a junior. 1st down and 10. The play is whistled dead before Youngblood could take off. He got the pitch. Let's see what the call is from the official. Flag came out on that far sideline, I believe. Taking the officials a minute here to figure out the call. Finally, we're rolling. No official signal, so it's just going to be a replay, first down and 10, with the clock running. Handoff to Youngblood, who's trapped in the backfield, not tackled yet. He is eventually brought down for a bit of a loss. A flag comes out from that far sideline yet again.
A lot of penalties in this game, Ben. Mostly on the Grafton Gators. Could be crucial in this game. Could make or break this game for the Gators if they don't keep, keeping control of themselves.
Yeah, and they're getting backed up here again, and this is just really hurting Coach Page's team. The penalties, like you mentioned, they're getting backed up for a first down and long. It's going to be, I believe. At least the marker on the far side says first down. Ball is backed up all the way to Westborough's 49-yard line. Clock running. Under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. First down and 21 for Grafton. Shotgun formation. Griffin dropping back to throw. Airmailing one out to the left side. Pass is hauled in for a catch. Gators got to make up some ground. They're getting started on that.
Senior Will Jackson with the reception to the left side.
Jackson's been a big part of the game plan so far for the Gators. He's been targeted offensively. He also had that crucial pick six in the first half. Senior who, again, we didn't see a ton of last year, but this year he's got to step up with all the seniors leaving from last year's team. Such a huge senior class, but Coach Page's team has seemed to be doing a good job to replace them. Second down and 12. Screen pass out to the right. A flag coming in. See if this backs up the Gators yet again. I'd put my money on it that it will.
Holding ball against Grafton.
It is holding against Grafton. Yet again, they are getting backed up.
It seems like every time they've gotten a penalty, they've been able to advance the ball, but then the next play they've always got dragged back by them holding calls or the silly little penalties.
One of those situations where they're hurting themselves, right? They lose this game, it's going to be more on themselves than it will be the Rangers really shining. They're backed up to a second down and 22. Maybe that young offensive line just can't handle the defensive pressure from the Rangers. We do have some leaders on that line. It's here's the snap. Griffin firing downfield. Another flag came in. The pass is completed. It's a strong completion, a really good throw, and a great sideline catch by, I believe, Caden Burns. But we're going to have to wait and see what the flag was. And nobody's moving downfield, so like I predicted, it is against Grafton. That is their third straight penalty. This is unbelievable. I can't say I've ever seen anything like this from a Grafton team. This, of course, the Gators' first year without Coach McMahon. Maybe that just has a little something to do with it. These guys trying to get a handle of their new coach, and the new coach, who's done very well so far, Coach Page, trying to get to his guys, and sometimes that comes out on the field in the form of penalties. Get this, second down and 32 as we approach the end of the third quarter. Two receivers to either side of Griffin. Motion coming across now from Youngblood. He gets it on a sweep, breaks a few tackles. Some solid running out to the right side of the field, brought down around the 46-yard line. Third down and long coming up. The clock will continue to tick as we approach the end of the third quarter. 52 seconds left to play.
Ben, it looks like some alumni here from Grafton High School have showed up to watch this Friday Night Lights game.
And you love to see that. Of course, it is Columbus Day weekend. A lot of college kids have some time off, including myself. That's why I'm here, Connor. Really glad to make the trip down from Syracuse this afternoon and be here on the call with you. We've had a lot of fun talking football tonight, but so far in this third quarter, we have not seen a ton of offense, which was the exciting part in the first half. What can Grafton do to change that here on third down and long as the clock ticks down towards the end of the third quarter? We're going to get a flag coming in from that far side. Before that, though, timeout called by Coach Page. We'll have a stoppage here on third down and long with 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Here we go. Gators are back on the field. Big third down and long for them if they want to keep the ball out of Westborough's hands. See what kind of play they go for. They got a lot of yards to make up, Connor.
Yeah, you really have to throw it here. You can't. I mean, obviously, you do have Zealand Youngblood in the back.
The ball is aired down the field like you called for. See what the call is on that far side. It's ruled incomplete. I like that throw, though, from Griffin. He spiraled it towards the Westborough 30-ish yard line. Gators not able to bring it in, though, and that brings up fourth down. They're going to have to punt, give the ball back to Westborough before this third quarter comes to a close. A drive that was riddled with penalties for Grafton. Of course, it started with the punt return by Nick Jordan. That one was backed up as the Gators punt the ball away. Westborough catches it at about 20-yard line. No significant gain on the punt return, and the clock runs out for the third quarter. Just like that, we have just 12 minutes to play from Grafton High School. It's the Grafton Gators 28, the Westborough Rangers 21, a scoreless third quarter. What will go down in the fourth? Make sure to stay tuned to find out. Back in a minute. Back at Grafton High School where the fourth quarter is ready to go down. It's the Gators and the Rangers battling an absolute Friday night duel under the lights here, 28-21. Grafton leading by a touchdown, but it's Westborough who will start with the ball in this fourth quarter. What can they do with it? No offense for either side in that third quarter. We have seen the Rangers air the ball down the field so far today, and they do it again here. First down and 10. Pierre Lewis is backed up significantly and brought down for a huge loss, a massive sack for the Gators.
Yeah, Junior Ryder Sheehan with that sack.
How about that? He absolutely hunted down Pierre Lewis. And in terms of the play from the senior quarterback, Noah Pierre Lewis, you've got to be more aware there. He's just constantly backing up, and now he's put his team in a sticky situation. It's 2nd down and 21. He really should have either thrown the ball away or stopped running so diagonally backwards. He's backed up Westborough significantly here. Ball on their own 10-yard line. That pass is fired across the middle and broken up. Looking for Ryan Ferrecchia. No such luck. That brings up a 3rd down and long just like that. Not an efficient start to the quarter for Westborough.
3rd down for Westbrook.
You think on a 3rd and 21, you really think they would air the ball out here, Ben, right?
Maybe, or maybe they go to the ground. Maybe they don't trust Pierre Lewis in the gun. I mean, we've seen a really mixed bag of throws from Pierre Lewis. He's had some really nice throws. He had a touchdown ball that was brilliant, right in the breadbasket of his receiver. But we also saw some really sloppy balls, including a pick 6 that he threw in that 2nd quarter. So I don't know if you trust him going downfield. Let's see if the Rangers do. It looks like they will. 3rd down, he's dropping back in the pocket. Now he's scrambling out to his left. The flag is coming in late as Pierre Lewis works his way across the field. He's brought down short of the 1st down marker. You're going to have to see what the flag is. The holding against Westborough, so the Gators catch a break. Finally, a penalty not against this Grafton team.
Rangers really backed up. It's going to be about a 3rd down and
26,
31?
I think. Oh, yeah, you might be right. Let's see what they go with. Whatever it is, they are significantly backed up. Penalties, man. Penalties have killed both sides in this game. Clock is running. We have less than 11 minutes to play in the game. Westborough really taking their time here, though. On the 3rd and 30, like you said, Connor, you were right. Good call. Snap comes. Pierre Lewis dancing around. Gators trying to get to him. He's rolling out to his right now, firing across the middle. Think he's got the completion. Still waiting for a signal from the officials. They will give it as a completion, but it's nowhere near good enough for a 1st down. 4th down deep in their own territory now. The visitors are going to have to punt it back to Grafton.
4th down and 7.
Keep an eye on Nick Jordan, who is in to return this punt for Grafton. He's had 2 crazy returns today. One for a touchdown, one that was called back for a penalty, but that was substantial to say the least.
I mean, Ben, this drive will be very, very important for the Grafton Gators.
A touchdown probably puts it to bed. Can they get that, though? The offense hasn't really been clicking in the 2nd half. The punt by Westborough drops over the 50-yard line, and now here comes Sean Griffin and the Gators offense.
Yeah, Ben. Penalties have really, really killed this Gators offense. Really struggled in this 2nd half with those penalties. Holding, false start, you name it.
Can the offense go flag 3 on this drive? Let's see. They're starting at Westborough's 45. On 1st down and 10. Play action. Pass across the middle is completed by Griffin. He's got his man. 1st down for Grafton. Griffin, good mobility in the pocket. I believe that's Youngblood who came up with that. Maybe, not totally sure.
I think it might have been the junior, Wheeler.
Wheeler, if so, getting used in that offense again. Gators driving. They're on Westborough's 20, just like that. Nick Jordan's in the game at running back here. Griffin in the gun, motion coming across. It's a give to Jordan. He's brought down, not going to get much on that one.
Second down, 8 for Grafton.
Second down and about 9 here for Grafton with less than 9 minutes to play. They're slowly inching their way towards the Westborough end zone.
Ben, to be honest with you, I really think the Gators are going to continue to run the ball just to waste enough time to put enough...
They do that here as Youngblood gets the ball on motion coming across. There's a jet sweep, but there is a flag out. And it's going to be against Grafton yet again. They're getting backed up. At this point, it's probably the story of the game. It's at least the story of the second half. I'd argue the story of the first half was offense. 7 touchdowns in those first 24 minutes of the game, but so far in this second half, we have seen no points.
Yeah, this Gators O-line has had a ton of penalties that have really killed many of these second half drives.
Oh, hey,
It's second down here.
I lost my key somewhere.
8.5 minutes to go in the game. On second down, Griffin rolling out to his right on play action, firing, intercepted by Westborough. Nobody home for Grafton. It's picked off. I believe that's Jackson Tabor.
Very, very sloppy mistake from Sean Griffin.
Rodimus Rivera. It could have been him who picked it off. Griffin really, probably just a bad read from the quarterback. It happens. But just like that, it's a fantastic opportunity for Westborough to get back in the game.
I mean, yeah, Ben, Westborough really has to capitalize off this drive if they want to stay in the game.
Just like that, the game flipped on its head. Westborough first down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. A chance to get back in the game on this drive. Here, Lewis rolling out to his right. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. It's Devontae Wolfer who's got the first down and more. Westborough pushes their way into Grafton's territory. Here come the Rangers with 8 minutes to go.
Ben, based off what we've seen, this can really go down to the wire here.
Westborough's making a game out of this. Couldn't ask for more. What a Friday night football game here from Grafton High School. First down 10. Westborough's got it on Grafton's 38-yard line. Pierre Lewis throwing yet again. Yet again, he's got his man, Zavante Wolfer, the junior. Back-to-back receptions. This Grafton defense is getting drived on right now.
Really seems like Westborough has flipped their game plan from a very run-heavy offense to now a very pass-heavy offense. And it's clearly working for them.
Certainly. Definitely the right call. It's coming late in the game from Coach Beveridge, but better late than never. First down and 10 from Grafton's 24. Another pass. This one is complete. Not as much of a gain this time. That's going to be, I believe, Liam O'Dowd on the reception. It is. O'Dowd's had a couple of sneaky plays today. Gotten open several times. He does so yet again. Second down and 6. 4-yard gain on the previous play. Clock ticking down. Here's the snap. Here, Lewis firing. High ball towards the end zone. Overthrown. Gators had that one covered nevertheless. And just like that, a third down is on the way now for Westborough. Connor, I want to know your thoughts. Is this fourth down territory for the Rangers?
I mean, absolutely. I feel like you have to go for it here. You got to go for it to get that, get those points, get that touchdown to tie this game up. So then you give the ball to the Gators and see if your defense can make these plays.
Oh, I'd have to agree, but first off, it's third down. Huge third down. We've seen so many big third downs today. Westborough has been able to convert on third down on the ground tonight. Can they do it on the air here? Bobbled a little bit. The pass is incomplete. Here, Lewis almost fumbled the snap. He ended up keeping it to himself, but the pass was incomplete, and now fourth down and 6 is on the way. Like you said, the offense staying on the field, fourth down territory with 7 minutes to go. It's probably too far to kick a field goal. Why kick a field goal anyways if you're going to have to get back into the end zone and score a touchdown to take the lead? So the offense going for it on fourth down. Such a huge fourth down. Can the Gators defense get a stop? Clock is stopped dead at 7:08. Coach Beveridge for Westborough gonna take a timeout. He wants to talk this one over with his squad. Fair enough. At such a pivotal moment of the game. 7:08 left to go here from Grafton High School. We've got a fantastic game on hands here. Gators 28, Westborough 21. Back after the timeout. Back and ready to play some football. A crucial fourth down coming up for Westborough. Can they convert and get one step closer to the end zone, or will the Gators defense get a massive stop? Here's the snap. Here, Lewis. He's under pressure. He's forcing his way towards the first down marker. He's brought down short, and it's going to be, or at least, are they giving him the first down? They are. He scrambled his way for the first down. From our perspective, it looked like he was short, but an excellent use of Noah Pierre-Lewis's legs pushes Westborough forward. The QB scramble has got the Rangers a first down.
Very, very crucial down for the Westborough Rangers to stay in this game. 6:37 left to play. Rangers at the 22-yard line. Or no.
I think they're going to be a little bit closer, yeah. A little bit closer to the end zone. Noah Pierre-Lewis has identified himself as a dual-threat quarterback today, throwing and running the ball. Here he is on first down and 10. He gives the handoff to Ryan Ferrecchia. He's brought down. Not much of a gain on the handoff. Maybe a couple or so yards. He's only going to get 2 on the carry. Second down and 8 coming up with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Westborough pushing towards the end zone. Grafton desperately trying to get a stop.
You tell them they've been fouled.
Less than 6 minutes to go. Clock ticking. Westborough taking a lot of time. Second down and 8. Waiting the snap. Here it is. It's against the fullback. That's Teddy Marino. Pushing his way for a Westborough first down. It's going to be first down and goal for the Rangers. This Westborough offense going, hurry up. First down and goal, threatening to score. Flag comes out before the snap. A little bit of a stoppage here as the officials figure out what the call is. Still no official signals. It's against Westborough. A false start, I believe. That's going to back them up. Gators catch a break. Clock stopped right now at 5:10.
I feel like, Ben, they should really, really try to score on this play to be able to have another chance if the Gators don't succeed on their next offensive drive.
Well, it's an interesting time in the game. 5 minutes to go, clock running. Here's the snap. It's a handoff yet again to the fullback, Teddy Marino, and he's eaten up by the Gators in the backfield. Solid piece of tackling from Grafton. We are under 5 minutes to play here from Grafton High School. Second down for Westborough. They are pushing towards the Grafton end zone. Penalty on first down and goal backed them up though. They're letting a lot of time get chewed off of this clock. Finally, Pierre Lewis looks ready for the snap. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, a running back on his left hip. Here's the snap. Immediately looking to throw. He's found his man. A juke from Aiden Cashman, and he is brought down very close to the pylon, bringing up what should be third down and goal. And it is going to be third down. The Rangers with maybe 1 or 2 yards to go towards the end zone. So this will be crucial for Grafton to get a stop. And they basically, Westborough, have 2 shots at it, right? Because it's fourth down territory. So they got 2 shots to get 3 yards and work their way into the end zone. Clock ticking, 3:30 to go in this one. The crucial third down. They give it on the ground. They've got it. Westborough ties the game. Incredible scenes from Grafton High School. The Rangers with a PAT can equalize. It's a very important PAT by Jack Wallace for Westborough. He's lining it up right now. He knocks it up. It is good. We're tied at 28 apiece on this Friday night thriller. Gators defense unable to get a stop that time. They've been solid in the second half until that drive. They give up a lot of yards. Westborough finds the end zone. And now with 3:25 left in the game, Grafton's going to get the ball back. But they haven't been able to do much with the ball so far in the second half.
I mean, this is very, very crucial. You cannot give the ball back to the Westborough Rangers. They have all the momentum right now and can easily flip this game on its head.
Yeah, definitely. You cannot give it back to them, like you say, because they've showed that they can drive down the field and get points. Grafton hasn't done that in the second half yet. The kickoff from Westborough is short. They're not going to even try and let Grafton return it. It's an onside kick-ish towards the 45-yard line. One of those weird plays where Westborough didn't really try to recover the onside kick. They kind of just squibbed it towards the 45-yard line, and that's where the ball is placed, and that's where Sean Griffin will take over. With 3:24 left to go, Westborough definitely sacrificing some yards. Interesting coaching decision. Let's see if it pays off.
Lucas Albertson with the recovery on that kickoff.
First down and 10 from their own 45. It's a handoff from Griffin. 2 or 3 yards on the ground. That's Nick Jordan who got the give there.
To be honest with you, Ben, I don't think the Gators need to rush this. Based off how they've been doing, Ryan Davis has been automatic from field goal range.
Well, I totally agree. You run the ball on the ground. That's probably the game plan right now. You choose some clock. That way, if you're not able to pick up a first down, you give the ball back to Westborough with as little time as possible. 2:45 left to go. Second down and 8. The snap is a pitch. Zealand Youngblood finding a hole up the middle, diving face first towards the first down marker. He's going to be ruled just short. It's going to bring up a third down and 1. Solid piece of running from the senior captain, Zealand Youngblood.
I mean, Ben, this is a very, very crucial third down here. If the Gators don't convert this, they might be in trouble.
We talked about third downs all day, right? But this, like you say, probably the biggest one of the day. Third down and 1. 2:10 left to play. Tied. Here's the snap. Griffin in the play action, getting pressure under the pocket. He's going to scramble himself. He's got enough for the first down. Sean Griffin using his legs. The senior showing experience, not panicking under pressure, scrambling to extend the game. Extending the Gators' chances of winning in regulation. That's what he just did right there.
I mean, great read from the quarterback, seeing no one open and deciding to use his legs to get that first down.
Well, he's been doing this for a while, right? He's learned from quarterbacks like John Peeler, like Jake Manhauser. Now here he is in his moment as a senior. First down and 10 with 2 minutes to go. They'll stick to the ground. They'll stick to Youngblood, who jukes a Westborough Ranger. He's got a first down past the 30-yard line. This Grafton offense gaining some momentum towards the end here. Big run from Zealand Youngblood. The clock continues to tick. We're right now sitting at 1 minute 45 seconds to go. Gators are in an interesting spot here. Do they really push for the end zone? Do they push for field goal range? We got 90 seconds to go. You anticipate they'll stick to the ground. Here's Griffin. He gives it to Nick Jordan. Nick Jordan uses his tiny frame to squeeze past a couple of Westborough Rangers. First down Grafton on some big running from the sophomore.
I mean, Nick Jordan has just been unbelievable this game. Such a crucial player.
Talk about the 1-2 punch in the running back room from Finn Gilmore and Owen Belanger last year. This year, it's all about Nick Jordan and Zealand Youngblood. They are getting it done on the ground tonight. Some big rushes from those two in the final moments of this one, and it's put Grafton in a pretty good spot, dare I say.
Yeah, this is an amazing spot for the automatic kicker, junior Ryan Davis.
Of course, he hit the game-winning kick against Tantascwa. That was the Gators' first win of the season. Then they rallied, took down Shrewsbury. Can he do it again tonight? First down and 10, another handoff. An explosion through the secondary. Zealand Youngblood working his way down towards the end zone. He's not quite in. He's not quite got enough for the first down. Or no, he does. First down and goal. We are under a minute to play. And a timeout is going to be called now from Coach Beveridge. 46.2 seconds on the clock. Interesting from Westborough, there's really not much you can do right now. Maybe you try and punch that ball out. We've seen Zealand Youngblood. He's been really good in the backfield today. He's got a lot of rushing yards. He did fumble once. So maybe that's something you target if you're Westborough. But it's definitely the Gators in command right now. Coach Paquin, he's getting that running game going for his team. What an exciting game we have seen today. Thanks for joining us tonight live on the GHN official YouTube channel for this radio broadcast. The Gators trying to make it 3 wins in their last 3 after starting 0-2. The last time they were here at home was their season opener. They lost to Ashland. They got somewhat blown out, lost by 22 points. That was a hard loss for the guys to take. Said a lot of guys in the locker room this week, but now they have a chance to get a big win over a mid-watch opponent. 46.2 seconds to go. The Gators are lined up and ready to take this snap on first down and goal from the 9-yard line. The snap is loud. The handoff goes to Youngblood, who barrels his way forward for a couple of yards. The clock runs, and another timeout is going to be called by Westborough. So they're forcing Grafton to keep going. And at this rate, it's not crazy to say one of those Grafton running backs could find their way in the end zone. Timeout for both teams to talk it over a little bit. Will they go to Zealand Youngblood on this play? The senior running back from Texas. He came over here a few years ago. We talked about this past week in a community advocate article how strong of a relationship he has with the quarterback, Sean Griffin. How many extra hours they've been putting in to get to where they want to be. Well, this is where they wanted to be, with a chance to beat Westborough at home. Second down and 10, second down and 4 from the 4-yard line. 48 seconds to go. There's a snap, the handoff. Youngblood diving over the top. He's down. Doesn't have enough for the first down. The clock ticks. Westborough cannot stop the clock. So on third and goal, the Gators have the clock running down, and it looks like they're going to call a timeout. Coach Page, you're tall himself here with 22.9 seconds to go. That's interesting in my eyes because I feel like you probably could have just ran the clock out to maybe 5 seconds and kick a field goal with Davis, but maybe they're trying to punch one in the back of the end zone here. That's not a bad shout. You can never be too sure in high school football for sure.
I mean, maybe even Griffin might throw this ball to throw the Westborough defense off guard.
He definitely could. That would definitely be risky because if he does not complete his pass, the clock's going to stop, and that's going to give Westborough time. Any time you give to Westborough at this point in the game is dangerous.
Absolutely.
The teams are coming back out onto the field. It's going to be third down and goal. Third down and short. The Gators have just 2 yards to the end zone. The game tied, 23 seconds to go. Zealand Youngblood in the backfield. Here's the snap. Here's the pitch to Youngblood. Youngblood throwing his way down. Touchdown, Grafton Gators!
I mean, Zealand Youngblood, what a player. Just punches it in from the 2-yard line, and that might have sealed this game.
We talked about it earlier on in the broadcast. The senior captain averaging over 150 rushing yards on the season. That's incredible. That is insane. He already had a huge rushing touchdown earlier tonight from 50-plus yards. He's able to get his way into the end zone on that one. And that one could be the one that matters because it's got the Gators up 7 points with just 18.5 seconds to play. Very interesting point in the game now for Westborough. They don't really have much time at all to do anything. 18.5 seconds is enough time to run a few plays. A Hail Mary is not realistic at this level of football. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Also be interesting to see what the strategy is on this kickoff for the Gators. See what Coach Page told the kicker Ryan Davis to do.
I mean, Ben, I really think Westborough will go for a Hail Mary here, even if it's not common. At this level of football, it's really your only hope here.
It probably is. A good return here could definitely help them. Davis airs this kick out high. It drops at about the 15-yard line where it's picked up by Westborough. They get a gain of maybe 10 yards, brought down with 15 seconds left on the clock. Here Lewis in that Westborough offense coming onto the field for what will be the last time tonight. They don't have much time to work with at all. First down and 10 for the Rangers from their own 31-yard line. They have a long ways to go to the end zone. Here Lewis has got 2 receivers to either side and a running back to his left hip. It's a low snap. He fires to the near side. That pass is incomplete. Liam O'Dowd wide open. He couldn't bring it in.
That could really, really kill this drive if he didn't catch it.
Yeah, it would have helped Westborough get down the field a little bit further, but he wasn't able to bring it in, and now second down and 10. Rangers, a waste of 5 seconds essentially. Coach Page's team inching towards their 3rd victory of the season.
I mean, to be honest with you, Ben, I really think a one-play touchdown would be your only option. You have no timeouts left, and the Gators are throwing everyone deep.
They fire a pass out to that right side. They go with a lateral. That gets him enough for the first down. Zavante Walker made the grab. He then lateraled it back to one of his teammates who was able to push forward for a couple of yards, but nothing substantial. And now this has got to be the last play of the game. It's 3rd down and 1 with 4 seconds to go. The Gators see this one out. They will be victorious.
One last play from these Westborough Rangers here.
They've put up a fight tonight, but will they fall short? Scrambling, a Hail Mary goes down. It's up in the air. It's swatted. Or no, it's incomplete, and that's it. The Grafton Gators on senior night. The seniors stand up. Zealand Youngblood with the touchdown that sealed the game. The final score, Gators 35, Westborough 28. The fans rush the field here. What a scene from Grafton. 3-2 are the Gators. It's their third straight win. It's a big one tonight over Westborough. A hard-fought contest of football. Friday night's lights were shining bright. And at the end of the day, it was the Grafton Gators who got it done. Connor, final thoughts before we sign out.
I think they have all the momentum going into their next game. Really, really good game here tonight. Whole lot of offense in that first half. A whole lot of defense in the second, though. Just unbelievable game. Went down to the wire. Great game to watch.
When it mattered most, the Grafton Gators were able to see the game out. It was Zealand Youngblood who found his way into the end zone for the winning score, and that sealed the deal. Your final score tonight from Grafton High School, the Gators 35, the Westborough Rangers 28. For myself, Ben Clements, alongside Connor Power all night, a shout out to our executive producer, Thomas Walsh. We are signing off tonight from Grafton High School, the Gators victorious.
Thank you for having me, Ben.